Hello, everyone, and welcome to another recap and discussion of The Summer I Turned Pretty. Today's episode we are talking about is Season 3, Episode 7. And if you're coming from the video that my comment in the corner is from, hi, welcome back again. That video kind of blew up, and if you care to go watch it, it's basically just an analysis of the beginning of this episode where I believe that Belly broke the fourth wall. And that video got a lot of love, and I genuinely enjoyed seeing everyone's comments. Like, that's what makes my soul happy. That's all I want to do growing this page is to discuss with you guys and have fruitful conversation. And if you've never seen my face before, hi, my name is Stella, and I make videos about all things media, that being books, TV shows, movies. I also post the occasional beauty and lifestyle content. So if that is your jam, I would love it if you gave me a follow and join my community. I'm really trying to grow it on here. But yeah, I just really want to jump right in. And all I'm going to say is we're going to be speeding through this really fast because I want to focus on the beach scene at the end specifically. Also, I just want to say that this is a Belly hate-free zone. Was I frustrated with her? 100% yes. Was she annoying to me in this episode? Sure. But I think that some of you are losing the plot. There are reasons why she said the things she said. But yeah, let's hop right in. It's a Good Friday. Okay, I'm still in my pajamas. I got my coffee. We're going, okay? Okay, again, like I said, go watch my previous video to see my whole analysis on that beginning section. But Belly's like, oh, Conrad's a distant memory. No, he's not. Okay, we get it. Moving on to Steven and Denise. They're going to cousins, but they're stuck in the office. And then we have this weird interaction between Belly, Conrad, and Jeremiah. It's like Belly is annoyed that Conrad and Jeremiah are low-key getting along, or that Conrad's being such a good brother. And I also think all of this just further shows that she is starting to realize that she is in the thick of a mistake. Because not only is Jeremiah extremely childish, he brings all these joints for his friends to smoke, which no shame, no judgment. I am a frequent gardener and user of the za, so I do not have any judgment towards that. It's just the way he's going about it and the lack of respect, I guess, for the fact that they're getting married. Then we catch up with Laurel and John, and they meet with Kaylee and Adam. And I thought this was so interesting, totally on Laurel's side about this. I loved how rude she was, honestly. I'm sorry. And all I have to say is this is going to be Belly's life if she marries Jeremiah, because did you guys notice how Kaylee was like, oh my gosh, Adam, stop, when he was being rude and disrespectful? And I've actually witnessed this with a couple firsthand, an older couple, set of adults. I'm an adult, but you get the point. And it's very awkward and annoying. And I can't imagine marrying someone that you constantly have to babysit their emotions and their feelings and how respectful they're being. Then again, we have another show of disrespect from everyone. They all start smoking in the house, which I genuinely don't understand that. How do you not ask hey, is it all right if I smoke in here, or should I go outside? Crazy. Jeremiah doesn't stop it. The only person who seems to care is Belly and Conrad, even though Conrad doesn't say anything. Then we get this whole scene between Annika, Taylor, and Belly talking about the fact that oh, well, Conrad was Belly's first love. Annika's like, oh, Conrad is hot. Belly Loki is giving a little bit of jealousy, and Taylor tells Annika don't go after him because Belly will be hurt. Which doesn't that tell us something, Taylor? Okay. And don't even get me started with this whole Steven Denise thing and Taylor thing. She wants to be the wing woman, whatever. I kind of just do not care about their storyline anymore because I like Denise, so I'm skipping over a lot of their scenes today, okay? Then the girls rehearse their dance, which just shows that this is another thing that Belly does not want. Okay, then the boys do their dance, and then Conrad and Jeremiah have a discussion together, and I actually feel two ways about this. Number one, I do think that Conrad was a little judgy in this scene, and before y'all dogpile on me, because obviously I'm a Conrad stan, I think it's because he just doesn't know Jeremiah anymore. If Jeremiah genuinely wants to be a part of his dad's company, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But it's the fact that Conrad just does not want him to follow in Adam's footsteps, and up to now he thinks, okay, well maybe there's a chance for him to escape that dynamic, I guess. So yeah, it's interesting, but I think this also makes Jeremiah more frustrated with Conrad, which is annoying. He also then leads me to this stuff where he thinks that something is going on between Belly and Conrad, or he gets like jealous. And then this is why I was uncomfortable by their intimate scene, because in my opinion, this is him trying to like assert his dominance over Belly and like his stake, like laying his claim. And it made me very uncomfortable. They agree to meet up at the beach after the whole bachelor bachelorette thing. Then we see again how Conrad is kind of distant because he's talking with Steven and Jeremiah and he sees that they're buds when it kind of used to be the other way around. But I also loved that Conrad clocked that Steven was just going to make a play for Denise with Taylor right there. Like, okay, then Laurel and John. I'm honestly obsessed with this. I really hope they actually like stay together. And the one thing I do want to just briefly say, what I love about this show so much is that you genuinely do feel Susanna's absence in the show, in the whole feeling of the show. Like, so I completely understand what Laurel was saying about Kaylee prior to them kissing. Then Belly finds out that it was actually Conrad that got her mom to go to the shower, not Taylor. And so she kind of has this moment where she's like, oh my God, what the hell? She has this memory of them as kids where he like went to find her because he let her go off on her own, and he actually ended up getting her the glass unicorn that she was like obsessing over the next year for her birthday. And he's always there, and he just like tells her that I just want you to be happy. And she kind of has this moment of like, oh crap. Then she decides to take a gummy, which like mistake. Don't take a gummy for the first time after you have already been drinking, like, and when you're out in public. Dumb. So we knew she making dumb decisions because she is not thinking straight and she's losing her mind. Then this scene, you guys, irritated the living hell out of me. This was a threat from Jeremiah. I just did not like that he was like, oh, Belly is my family now, when the Conklins have always been the Fishers family, like forever. Again, another way for him to assert his dominance, like that Belly is like an object for them to fight over. I don't like it. And that was gross. Then the whole Taylor and Denise thing, Taylor's like, oh, go after Steven. Girl, shut up. We all know you like him, or love him, rather. Just tell him. She's literally behaving like Conrad, like via season 1. Like, no. Then Belly crashes out to We Can't Be Friends by Ariana Grande, which like actually sent me into orbit. And she reveals to Taylor that she's like never really thought about a wedding. She's only thought about Conrad. Nuts. Okay, then Conrad finds out about the cheating. Also my reaction, buddy. And Jeremiah gets so sick that he's puking up his guts. And now I'm saving ample time for the beach scene, okay? And I really want to talk about this from a perspective of defending both of them and where their heads are at in this scene. Also, y'all, I'm sorry for the drop in audio quality. My phone was dying. The mic had to go. So I wanted to talk about Belly first. So we have to understand that when you're watching a television show, right, it's no longer from this singular character's POV. We are getting pretty much everyone's everyone's perspectives, and that's why I feel like so many people can understand Conrad maybe a little bit better in the show versus the books, because supposedly I've only listened to the audiobook of the third book, but supposedly he's like worse in the books than the wishy-washiness. And we as an audience know that the wishy-washiness was not on purpose. It was done because he didn't think that he was good enough for her. This was a protection method for himself. And I just think that we're not giving Belly enough grace. Like, this is everything that she has wanted to hear from him, but number one, it's too late. Number two, she's done all this work for the wedding. Like, realistically, like, what is she supposed to do? She is having, like, a panic attack. This is her world crumbling down. She does not know what to do in this moment. And then on the other hand, Conrad, like, this is messed up for him to do so close to the wedding, but I do think as soon as he found out about the cheating, he's like, why am I so hard on myself? I trusted my brother to take care of her. I thought that she'd be happier with him. And here he goes, completely like messing up their relationship, cheating on her, and almost like honestly changing who Belly is. Like, again, he said, like, who are you? And I think that that was deeper than just, oh, you want these fancy things for your wedding. It was like, you've changed as a person. I don't know you anymore. I might make a whole separate video about this scene, but that's kind of my thoughts right now. But yeah, that's it for now. All I have to say is buckle up, because listening to the audiobook of the third book, like, there's a lot more that I think y'all are gonna crash out over. But I genuinely loved this episode, and I really want to hear your thoughts. So please leave them below. I want to keep that energy going. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a great Friday and weekend. Bye.